As you know, there's the 26th or umpteenth or whatever it is climate summit is going on this week in Glasgow. And as usual, there's a lot of talk and a lot of pledges, but I think everyone on both sides will agree that there's not been a lot of action. In fact, the energy policies, a lot of these states that have been trying to switch to green energy have done so without a transition plan. So now they're caught flat-footed, and because natural gas prices are so high, they're using oil. China's building more coal-fired power plants. When Germany got rid of nuclear, they replaced it with coal, though they're going back. So my question to you is, as a pragmatic conservative, what's the best policy on climate change? How do you balance what's best for the economy and what's best for the planet? And most importantly, let people know this is an economic opportunity, isn't it?
No, it definitely is. And conservatives, Republicans have a long history of being for the environment. People like Teddy Roosevelt, the great conservationist. My grandfather was the Republican whip in the Utah legislature, and he helped to create and designate Antelope Island State Park, which is in the Great Salt Lake. Was very proud to be part of his legacy. And the notion that conservatives don't care about the balancing the economy with the environment, conservatives, we want to conserve both. And we want to do what's best. And you're absolutely right with your question. I think the opportunities are there. I think nuclear is a huge area of growth opportunity. And I'd love to see more on that front. I think there are lots of other opportunities. Hydro, there's also, there was a fascinating column in the Wall Street Journal from a scientist talking about the potential of below Yellowstone National Park, there's a caldera with enormous geothermal energy that could be tapped and very safely to the environment. It'd be a renewable resource, which would actually help prevent, by releasing pressure. He made the case that the geothermal explosions could be fatal unless they're managed over time, and then they can be phased in safely. So it would be a win-win because it's clean energy and it's renewable, but it would also prevent a potentially fatal explosion that would destroy much of the landmass for the United States. So there's a lot the U.S. can do. Our hands are tied, though. The Glasgow summit, who wasn't there? China wasn't there. Russia wasn't there. Those are the two big players. So anything we can do to stand up against them and use our leverage against them. Unfortunately, Europe is backing away. They're not doing that. So I don't have a lot of hope on that front.
Well, I think the only thing I would respond is that I think if you look back at the GOP, say even 15 years ago, Newt Gingrich was supporting cap and trade. And I think, unfortunately, the GOP has gone in many ways from a party that was debating how to address climate change to one that is largely denying it. Now, I know you don't do that, but President Trump did it, and a lot of Republicans that you talk to now, and again, being fair on both sides, part of the problem is the Democrats have screwed up the message. They presented it as an economic choice. I think it's an economic opportunity.